everybody, welcome back to Mocking Ariana 3. We are going to be talking about dances that I wish had happened on the next step. I can't remember who suggested it, but I'll leave their little comment there because I did ask on my community tab. Yeah, there's 10 dances I've got. They're either solos, duets, group dances, whatever, and I'm just going to go through them and explain my reasonings why I would like to see those dances. Before this video starts, I just want to raise your attention to something I recently found out on YouTube. So, over 75% of my viewers that regularly watch my videos aren't subscribed to my channel. 75%. That is literally majority of people watching. So if you are regularly watching my videos and you haven't yet subscribed, go down, press that red button and make it grey. You might as well, because you keep coming back and you keep watching. And obviously if you're not subscribed, you don't get to see the posts that I'm posting in my community tab. So lots of benefits to subscribing for both you and me, and if you're regularly watching anyway, you might as well do it. So go down, subscribe, and let's get on with the video. I'm going to take the glasses off just in case I film this whole thing and then I realise you can't even see like my eyes or something. Okay, so the first dance I really wish we'd had, either season 4 or season 5, I would have liked to see an Amy and Rachelle duet. They can do a lot of similar moves. They can both do needles and scorpions and roll out of them. They can both do aerials and handsprings, and I feel like they would have complemented each other really, really well, and it was a missed opportunity to not kind of put them together. Tying into this idea, I also wish we had seen a duet between Rachelle and Giselle, maybe in season 3, and I was thinking a good place to put this duet would be after Rachelle gives Giselle the dance captain diary. Maybe they have a conversation about it, and then, you know, they do that typical TNS thing like, hey, shall we dance out our feelings? So they go and have a dance and they do a really great acro duet. Like I said, for Amy and Rachelle, Giselle and Rachelle can do a lot of similar moves, and also because Giselle left at the beginning of season 4, it would have been nice to kind of see the up and coming like pivotal acro dancer on the team and the legendary acro dancer on the team, so Rachelle and Giselle. So she kind of leaves and introduces Rachelle as this new acro dancer for A Troop. Another duet I would have really liked to see on the next step is between Piper and Riley, and I feel like this would have been nice in season 4 because we just got introduced to Piper, and Riley and Piper had this kind of big sister relationship.
So why are you videotaping me again?
Well, I was supposed to do a video about my family, but then I decided to do my dance family. You're kind of both. You're not just the studio head. You're basically my sister, too.
Aw, well, I'm happy to be your big sister.
I already have big sisters, but you're my favorite.
You're my favorite sister, too. Don't tell Emily. Is that recording?
No.
So I would have really liked to see them do maybe a contemporary or jazzy duet together. Could have even been like contemporary and hip-hop, because we know that Piper is good at hip-hop and so is Riley. Speaking of Riley, I also would have liked to see a duet between Riley and Michelle. Because they've been best friends literally forever, it just would have been really nice to see them dance together. They could have done a lyrical contemporary dance or made it a bit jazzier like they did in Addicted to You. It would have been a good opportunity if Riley had stayed a dancer and not been made studio head, for Riley and Michelle to be the duet that competed at regionals in season 4. I just think that because I didn't really enjoy Bicicleta, which was Noah and Rochelle's duet, Riley and Michelle might have brought something different that I did enjoy. I don't know, I just feel like I would have really liked to see them dance together. I could see them doing a really fiery contemporary duet. I'm not sure what song to, but just the vibes that they gave each other in season 4, they both were really, really close, and they were quite honest with each other as well. It wasn't a superficial relationship they had, it was just very genuine. So I would have liked to see them dance together.
Let me guess, you're here to tell me I'm an idiot?
No. I'm here because I'm your friend.
Just when I think the whole world is against me, Michelle proves that she's still my best friend.
I would have also liked to see Riley dance with Emily. I think it would have been cool if James kissed Beth before they all did the duet like audition competition to see who would get to do it at nationals. So obviously James has kissed Beth, Riley doesn't want to go with him, so Riley goes with Emily and Hunter goes with James, because Hunter and James could have then done that bro thing, you know, where Hunter was trying to get in with the boys. They could have bonded during that, and also Emily and Riley could have bonded over their duet, and we would have got to see them dance together as sisters. I think it just would have been really cool to see them, because we haven't actually seen them dance together. Obviously we've seen them dance in A Troop, but not directly as duet partners, and seeing as their sisters, it would have been nice to see that. I think we've had a duet from like all the other siblings on the show. So we've had Jackie and Davis, we've had Piper and James. Yeah, it just would have been nice to see Emily and Riley dance together. Another duet I would have liked to see was Rachelle and Lola. Obviously it would have had to go in season 5 because that's the only season Lola was in, but I thought a good placement for this could have been if they were rehearsing it and everything, and after the whole drama about Rochelle's point shoes getting broken by Lola to try and stop her hurting herself, they are meant to do a duet in the regionals video, kind of like Noah and Jackie did, and then they had their conflict and they were like, oh, this isn't going to go well. Rachelle and Lola could have had the same kind of thing. I just would have really liked to see them dance together. I think that's the running theme. Like when I see characters with good relationships with each other and very good similarities, it would have been nice to see them in action dancing together. So yeah, I would have liked to see Rachelle and Lola. Then we have a group dance that I would have liked to see, and this one would have gone in season 1, and it is a group dance between the e-girls. And I would have really liked to see this competed at regionals, you know, in the same way that nationals has a small group competition, internationals has small groups. I would have liked it if regionals had small groups as well, and the e-girls were put together to do a dance. And obviously because they all fell out prior to regionals.
How about you show us the moves?
I don't know them.
I know you don't know them. What are you doing? What's right?
Really? Is that what e-girls do? Protect themselves or protect each other? Why did we even make this group? Why did we even make e-girls then if we were all just gonna fend for ourselves?
And then obviously they have to repair their friendships and everything for this group dance to work. And by the time regionals comes around, they're all back to being friends, and they could have done a really sassy jazz number. I would have really liked to see them dance together, because we've only seen Tiffany, Chloe and Stephanie, I think, dance together. I think that's who it was. But that was only like a scene at the beginning of an episode. It wasn't a full dance. So yeah, I would have really liked to see an e-girls small group dance. Speaking of the e-girls, I would have also really liked to see Tiffany do an extended solo, because we didn't get to see that. She's obviously also danced in season 1 and whatever with other people, but I just would have liked Tiffany to get a bit more showcasing, even if it was just literally in one episode, not necessarily a competitive one. I just would have liked to see her get that opportunity. Another person I would have liked to see do an extended dance is West. We've seen West's auditions over the course of the show, but he's never had a full out solo, and I would have really liked it if West was maybe the Nationals male solo, so Mr. National Soloist, instead of Eldon, and then Eldon does the international one. I just would have really liked to see West compete as a soloist, because I think he was not overlooked, because obviously we all know how good he is, but he wasn't showcased maybe to the level he should have been as much as the contemporary dancers or the dancers that are more versatile, like Eldon, who can do more than just hip-hop and contemporary. Maybe it could have been similar to how Giselle had to do Riley's solo instead of Riley at internationals.
This is your solo.
I know. What am I gonna do? She just took my dance. I can't do the same one that she just did.
Doesn't anyone else have a solo?
Well, I have a solo. Okay, I'll teach it to you. We can do it really fast.
No, we don't have time. You have to do it.
West could have had to step in for Eldon for some reason at Nationals and do this freestyle solo, and it won. Like, I think that would have been quite a believable storyline, because West is obviously very good at improvising and just being West. So yeah, I would have liked to see a competitive solo from West. Finally, we have a duet that I would have liked to see, and this is from Noah and Rachelle. And you're probably thinking, Noah and Rachelle have had lots of duets on the show. Yes, they have. But I've never really been 100% impressed by a solo they've done. I really wish they'd done a competitive contemporary routine, or at least a routine that just shows off their best moves, because I feel like the show really did not let them achieve their potential. Otherwise they would have like overshadowed other dancers that they're meant to be considered lesser than because of their age. I would have liked to see Noah and Rachelle do a duet very similar to Max and Rochelle's. You know, it was so powerful. We saw moves that we'd never seen before. We saw lifts we've never seen before. It was quite a harrowing duet. You know, we thought that Max could have dropped Rachelle many times. We were just really impressed by that, and I would have liked to have the same effect of a Noah and Rachelle one. I don't know, I just know that obviously Miles Ehrlich and Brian Lele can dance a lot better than what they've danced on the show. Like, if they're really pushed, I would have liked to see something a bit more difficult, a bit more contemporary, a little bit more their real life styles, the same way that Max and Rachelle did. So that was me explaining the dances that I would have liked to see on the next step. It was a bit shorter than the regular videos I've been doing. Last week's was like 35 minutes long, I think, but I hope you enjoyed that one. So make sure you like this video, subscribe, and comment down below any other dances that you would have really liked to see, and I'll see you next week for a new video.